What is up, YouTube? Have another pair of Lowheat. Excited to open this. Kind of missed out on this pair 5 years ago when they were celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Sandlot. I was able to cop a pair back then. It was a little small, so I sold it to a coworker. I was able to get a pair for my brother back then, and he still has them and wears these on occasion. They're beat, but he still has them. So now I'm excited to finally get my own pair, my own size, and an anniversary edition. We'll see if they do anything special. It's not officially a licensed collab with the Sandlot movie, so I don't, I got my expectations are low as far as what type of cool things or nods or branding. But as you already know what these are from the title and the thumbnail, these are the Pia Flyers. PF Flyers is the brand, but I think, the vernacular is Pia Flyers. I got these in size 12, and these were dubbed the 1993s on the website because they're kind of riding off the fact that it has been 30 years since the Sandlot came out. And as most of you, if you're clicking on this video, you probably are a fan of the Sandlot. Maybe not. Maybe you haven't seen it. Maybe you just know of it. But anyways, these shoes play a pivotal role, plot point in the movie. I don't want no spoilers because it's such a great movie. If you have somehow missed seeing this, you need to finish this video first. Well, no, there might be some spoilers. Pause it, go watch it, then come back, finish this video. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, I will be talking about the movie, so don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's a A+ movie. Probably in my top 50 movies of all time, and I've seen a lot of movies, so high praise for the movie. And to all you who've seen the movie, I'm just telling you what you already know, right? So anyways, I missed out on getting like an anniversary pair back 5 years ago. Was just able to get a regular one, and yeah, it was a little too small. So this time I made sure to go 12. I'm usually 11.5. I just didn't want to take any chances. Didn't know how the sizing would be. And yeah, what's great is this brand has kind of been defunct for a minute. They were owned by New Balance, according to the wikis, and they phased them out, according to Wikipedia, in last summer, 2021. And that's kind of why I haven't seen them around. They did stock these at Shoe Palace, I remember, back a few years back. But then recently, Kathy Davis, I think is her name, Kata brand clothing acquired the Pia Flyers, the brand. And so as soon as they acquired them, they started dropping these shoes again. So it's a recent acquisition for that clothing company, and they started pumping, want to make money on their investment right away. And so these are the 1993s as they are listed on the website. Ooh. I wish I had my brother's pair on hand to compare, but I would assume they are very similar in manufacturing and detail. But man, that's a clean shoe. And I'm a fancy boy. I like fancy things, but if you're going to give me something that's toned down, it better be sleek, and it better be chock full of dope nostalgia, which this is. This is amazing. So if you don't know why this is special, again, it's a callback to the Sandlot movie. In the Sandlot movie, it takes place in the 60s, the early 60s. Around that time, this Pia Flyers was a brand that competed with Converse and Keds. It was a thing. My dad took me to the movie back in the day in 93. I remember him taking me to the movie because he's of around that age when this movie took place. He was born in the early 60s. And so the plot of the movie, a coming-of-age tale, loosely framed around kids playing baseball at their local baseball field. That's something he grew up doing, and he remembered Pia Flyers were popular back then. Their ad slogan and campaign was guaranteed to make you run faster and jump higher, and that's quoted in the movie as well. So this was kind of a secret weapon in the movie for one of the main characters, the cool kid, Benny the Jet, to wear. He puts on a pair of these and pulls off the unbelievable baseball heist again, I think most of you've seen it, but I really don't. I am totally that guy who like hates spoiling anything. I'm like a big movie person, and it would kill me if I spoiled a classic for someone watching who happened to be watching this far into the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe while I'm thinking about it. Like the video, do all the things, comment, please. Yeah. So one thing that's cool, again, the coolest kid in the movie, Benny the Jet, wears these. That makes them cool. One, the climactic scene of the movie takes place in the while he's wearing these. Just all around great movie. I don't want to get too much off on a tangent, but as I was thinking about like things I would say for this video as I unbox these, one thing did come to mind, and again, I'm not going to sidebar too much, but I know a lot of people today is when brands try to be inclusive, they try to add diversity in. Sometimes it's a little shoehorned. It feels a little false. I know there's backlash amongst, mainly white people, let's be honest. But, there's a little tendency for backlash of like, why do we need this? You're ruining my thing. I liked it better the original way. I will say, as a kid growing up, I think everyone loved Benny the Jet character, but it was cool to see a kid, a brown kid who was the cool kid. If you didn't have him in this movie and he wasn't of Latino descent, I would be stuck with just Shorty from Indiana Jones, Data, the same character, basically the same actor, and Rufio. So it was cool to add one more dark-skinned kid to the mix of characters you could look at on screen and like identify with. So I'm just throwing that out there for any people who tend to be naysayers. It's just, you probably have a lot of examples of people you can look up to or admire on the screen, and so it was just kind of dope. Anyways, that Benny the Jet looked a little different, a little bit closer to what I looked like, and so yeah. Anyways, I would say I was a third Benny the Jet growing up, a third, and 100% Squints, or 66% Squints Palledorus, 69% Squints Palledorus. Definitely as horny as him. I was definitely not as athletic as Benny the Jet, nor good looking as him or as cool as him. But I could talk to girls. I could hit a line. I wasn't shortstop, but I was second base. I could hit some line drives. I had a good batting percentage. I wasn't the star forward in soccer, but I was a defender who could dribble. I dressed. I like to dress cool. So I would say 31% Benny the Jet growing up. 69% Squints Palledorus. 100% as horny as he was. Right? These are fire. So I took off. I was wearing these. This Stussy Converse Chuck collab. I've been wearing these a little bit. Wore them around for a work trip in Vegas. Wore them to a concert. It was an arena concert, so they didn't get beat. But I've been liking these a lot. These go with everything. I really like them. But they're not super comfortable, of course, to stand on for hours or walk around in a ton. But I've been liking them. This has a burlap canvas. This has some I forgot what they called it, duck canvas. It's pretty thick, seems durable. Rubber toe cap, flat laces. There was like a lawsuit between New Balance and Converse in the 2000s over using this rubber toe and stuff and some of the design work here. New Balance won, so they were allowed to keep making these as they are, but that is something I read on the Wikipedia. Put this shoe on too quick. These were, I think these were $80. Let's see here. These were $88 on the PF Flyer website. I copped them pretty much the day they dropped. They are still available, so if you're interested at all, not terrible price point, right? Sub $100. I forget what like a pair of regular Converse Chuck Taylors will cost you, maybe under $88. But I like these, right? These are these fall perfectly in my like Venn diagram of like grade A looking shoe, right? But a little different. Not everyone's gonna have these. Everyone has. That's the same point I think I made during this unboxing video. Everybody has black Chuck Taylors or white Chuck Taylors, but these, you know, are a collab. So you get all the great, you know, the silhouette, the look of them, but if people take a second to look closer, it's like, oh, these are different. Whereas if it was just the normal Chuck, they would like, you know, overlook them and pass them on. I should stop talking about Converses so much in this video. I might get my Pia Flyer sponsorship. So these, I think, you know, these will stand out. I remember wearing them back then. Again, they were a little small, so I didn't wear them too much. But, you know, I would probably get a compliment each time I wore them. Someone would recognize these, you know, and say, oh, those are sick shoes, man. So can't go wrong for $88 with those compliments, you know. Warning about dyed material in here, so careful with if you wear fancy expensive white socks. Oh, let's get a good thumbnail here because the other side is no bueno. But yeah, these are sick. They actually go well with these socks that I'm wearing. I'm wearing Stance Cafe Du Monde socks. Kind of go well, the green, even though you won't see the green on the inside. Here's the insole, if you were wondering. They have a posture fountain. That was their signature technology, I think, back in the day. They were owned by the B.F. Goodrich Group. Old company. I think they were started in the 30s, if I'm remembering from my brief research. 1937 maybe, or 30s. Yeah. They've been around a while. But I just think this is sick, right? It's exactly like a Chuck Taylor, but like different. I like the all black too. I generally don't wear all black shoes, and so anytime I find one that I like, it's like, ooh, sweet. Can add that to my collection. These will go with everything. I think these are the perfect concert shoe, in my opinion. Like, you can wear these to concert. Normally, you know, people don't get a good look at your feet except walking up to the concert, in the lobby, getting food, or maybe at the bathroom. But then it's just, you know, everyone's focused on the stage as everyone's like asses to ankles. You know, no one's looking down at feet, and your feet are going to get trashed again unless you're at an arena concert. So this is like perfect to hide dirt, mud, beer, alcohol, puke, blood, whatever. It's not going to mess these up too much. These won't care. I think these look great with jeans, look great with shorts. And then if people do get a glimpse of the inside heel, you know, they'll see that signature PF logo. People love nostalgia, so, you know, these are easy to get compliments in. People love that movie, as they should, and these are definitely a compliment getter, which, you know, you can say you don't care about, but most us humans do. Let's see, Again, if you're interested in these are available right now. I think readily available, like full family sizing, so head on over, check those out. Pia Flyer, give me a free pair, sponsorship, what have you, contact me. Let's give these a rating. Definitely above a 7. Definitely an 8. I think these meet the 8 threshold. Do they go any higher? There was zero branding or any nods to actual Sandlot, which it doesn't need. I kind of like the OG ness of it all, if that's a word. I like that there's, you know, I kind of like the shoe being itself. It might have been cool if there's an insert or special packaging. I like the shoe being what it was, the original thing. I like that. But it might have been cool if like, or sick if like the paper or something was Sandlot branded on the packaging. So I'll save my 8.5 for that. I don't think these meet a 9. We can go up from an 8 though. I mean, this is a sick shoe, right? They probably won't be super comfortable for walking all day, but these are great for short things. Yeah, we'll go with anything. Skinnier jeans, definitely, or more tapered fit pants. Baseball jersey for sure. baseball jersey for sure. Let's give these a 8.25. I might even want to go up higher. I mean, how can you not? Let's F it. 8.5. 8.5 is what I'm giving these. Let me know what you think about these, your rating. I'd love to hear. This is a true low heat video, so I appreciate it if you like, subscribe, do all the things. We can't always be getting, Travis Scott collabs. So I like doing videos like these, but I also can't spend all my money on low heat. It's just not feasible. But these I had to have. This is a must collection. Everyday, nice everyday pair. And certain occasions, like I said, like concert, I think this is the perfect concert shoe. So, yeah, back with more low heat soon. Subscribe to see all that. All right, bonus video time. One thing I forgot to show off was the sole. Sometimes I'm just terrible at unboxing videos, even though I do these all the time. I just like forget things. But anyways, you see rigid wedge, non-marking soles, so you can wear these in gym class. There you go. I'm just the worst at reviewing sometimes. Another thing I wanted to mention was talk more on is their whole ad slogan of guaranteed to make you run faster and jump higher. Man, wasn't ignorance bliss when we could be taken in by ads like that? You actually thought these made you faster. And I'm sure there was some placebo effect with these, but overall, it's not great to be duped by a brand or manufacturer or company, that's not good. But just that feeling, of magic, that a product was magic, Jordan's kind of leaned into that a little bit with Must Be the Shoes and the Spike Lee campaigns in the 90s. But man, ignorance is bliss. Just to think that these could do it. These were the solution to your problem, to making the baseball team, to being better in gym class. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so cynical. Again, we don't want false advertising though. That's overall worse. So it's for the better, but magical times.